I want to make a couple of quick announcements before we get started on today's Unfold Friday card. First of all, if you are not aware yet or simply need a reminder, October, throughout the entire month of October, we have our Designer Series paper sale. We have several Designer Series papers from both the holiday catalog and the annual catalog on sale. Let me scoot these over. There's 15 different ones. We've got several that are 12 by 12. We've got a few 6 by 6 Designer Series papers. They are all 15% off for the entire month of October. And there is no limit to the amount of sale Designer Series papers you can get. So you want to check that out on my website or on my blog, stampinpeace.com, or you can go to www.maryknabe.stampinup.net. But you'll be able to see the flyer and all the information, all 15 of the Designer Series papers that are on sale. And I can tell you right off the bat, they're some of my favorites. Forever Greenery from the annual catalog. And what was the other one? Lots of people like the pets. Peony Garden. The Whale of a Time that has all those aquatic ocean images. And then as far as Christmas, I mean, they're all splendid. I've used all of them. I shouldn't say just Christmas, holiday catalog. So lots of great ones, including the poinsettia, Trimming the Town, Plaid Tidings. So be sure and check that out. I also want to give a reminder that tomorrow is World Card Making Day. If you are or have been a customer of mine at any time, that means you've attended classes, events of mine, ordered Stampin' Up through me, you are welcome to attend my World Card Making Day with Mary's Merry Stampers. I've teamed up with a few of my team members, and we are all participating in this in one way or another. It could be by doing a video or a Facebook Live tomorrow. We've all submitted card samples, and we have templates with the supply list and cutting dimensions for all of those cards. And you're going to see lots of great things. We do have an ordering incentive tomorrow, $5 off a $30 order or $10 off a $50 or more order. So $5 or $10 off your total. And you can combine that with our Designer Series paper sale as well. So that's happening tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. You don't have to be on all that time. You can jump on and stay as little or as long as you want, jump on as many times as you want throughout the day. You do, however, need to let me know that you're interested, because this is a private Facebook group. So I'll have to send you a Facebook invitation to join the group. So just shoot me an email and say that you're interested, and I will send that email or a Facebook invitation to you so you can join the private group. So happening tomorrow. Hope many of you will be there. Okay, today I'm going to show you a fun fold, and I had a different project planned for today. So actually I threw that into the schedule for tomorrow instead. But I found this fun fold this morning, literally this morning, and I thought, oh, this is really cool. I have to show this for Fun Fold Friday. So it's similar to lots of kinds of cards. But you open it this way, and then you have this bottom flap, and then you can stand it up on here. So it's similar to an easel card, but just stands a little bit differently. So let me show you how to make this. I should show you, this is what it looks like from the side. It is a standard size card when you fold it. So it fits perfectly in our envelope. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches, same size as all our standard size cards. So you're going to start with a card base that measures 4 1/4 by 11 inches. And then you're going to score 2 3/4 inches from one side, and then 2 3/4 from the opposite side. You're going to fold both of those in, and then just make really nice creases with your bone folder. So this is what we have so far, okay? I'm going to add a piece of Whisper White cardstock to the inside for writing a message. This is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. Keep in mind that if you want to stamp a message or an image on this piece for the inside of your card, be sure to stamp it before you adhere it to your card base. That way, if you make a mistake, you can flip the cardstock over and stamp again. All right, then you're going to need 2 pieces of designer series paper. I'm using World of Good specialty designer series paper for this project. My pieces measure 2 1/2 inches by 4 inches. You want 2 of these, 2 1/2 by 4. You can use different designer series papers for each of them. It really doesn't matter, whatever your preference is. Just adhere that nicely. Just flatten it out. You're going to fold that same flap up. This is going to be our bottom flap, okay? You're going to fold that up and adhere that second piece of designer series paper. Again, these are 2 1/2 inches by 4 inches. Okay, so that's what I have so far. All right. Obviously, it's not ready to stand. So the next thing you need is a piece of cardstock, or I'm using foil. This is the brass metallic foil. And the brass goes really nicely with the Old World designer series paper. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Hold on, need to recut that. I was only supposed to be putting adhesive on half of that. My bad. So bear with me. Oops, that's gold. It's not even the right color. Gold also is nice with this designer series paper, but the brass is just a little bit better. That's not wide enough. Oh, for heaven's sakes. So in case you thought I was perfect, this demonstration proves I'm not. Okay, 4 inches by 5 1/4 is that piece. Again, you can use cardstock or use the foil. You are not going to want to use designer series paper unless it's one of those few that we have that's plain on the back side, okay? And the reason being is that when you open your card, you are going to see the back of that. Or if you do use a double-sided designer series paper, you know, it may depend on how you like the back of that showing. Does that back side coordinate with the rest of your card? Or would it be better for you to cover it up, perhaps? Okay, but I think it's just easiest to use a piece of cardstock or, like I said, the I'm not going to make that mistake again, or use a foil sheet like I am here. So now I'm just going to lay this on top, adhering it to the top section only. You want to make sure your glue is inside. And what I'm going to suggest is you take the bottom edge and the bottom two corners and you want to line it up with the designer series paper that you put here. So before you press that down hard, make sure you have it lined up down here at the beginning, or at the bottom, I should say, bottom. And then you're ready to press that into place on the top. Okay, now I got some fingerprints on here. These will be covered up with my designer series paper, so I'm not really going to worry about that. But if you have a situation where a lot of your foil paper is going to be showing, just take a soft cloth, which I don't have right with me, so I'm just using my sleeve from my cotton tee, and just rub it in kind of a circular motion. Alrighty. I let that glue seep out a little bit, so it's not the neatest looking right there. Okay. Now I'm going to add adhesive to the whole back of this piece of designer series paper. My brass measured 5 1/4 by 4 inches. So my designer series paper measures 5 inches, 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And do you see how I have everything lined up at the bottom so that the different designer series paper is not sticking out or showing at all? Okay, everything lays flat and nicely. Just want to move that slightly, straighten it up a little bit. Okay, so this is what we have, and now it's ready to stand. Okay, you see that? It's now ready to stand. This is what it looks like from the side. So now I'm just ready to decorate the front of my card. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat. Now I am using a rubber stamp, so from the Happiest of Birthday stamp set, I'm using this large one. I don't necessarily, because it is a rubber stamp, I don't necessarily need to use the Stampin' Pierce mat to get a nice clean stamped image, but I am using it because when I have the white cardstock on my white grid paper, it's difficult, a little more difficult for me to see the edges of the cardstock so that I can center my stamp on it. So that's why I'm putting it on my Stampin' Pierce mat, which is a nice dark color. Helps me see those edges and get it centered a little better. And I'm stamping with the Tuxedo Black Memento ink. There, that looks awesome. Okay, and I just don't know what I did with my other piece. That's not the right one. You saw it, didn't you? You saw I had that piece cut. Is it under here? Oh, wow. Is that it? No, here it is. I knew I had it. Okay, so now I'm going to add this to another piece of the brass foil. This measures 2 3/4 by 3 1/2, and I measured it like that to fit my stamp. Okay. So if you are using a even larger stamp or a much smaller stamp, you may not be cutting your stamping cardstock the same size. just measure out on your, measure your stamp and see what size would work best for what you're making. Okay. And the piece of brass I've made is 3 inches by 3 3/4. So I went just a 1/4 inch longer and a 1/4 inch wider. Now on this card, you can see I put the sentiment right in the middle. This one I'm going to do a little bit differently, and I'm thinking I either want it up here to the upper left or lower right. I think I'm going to go with the upper left, and I want to put this up on dimensionals. I hope you're all having a good Friday. My Friday has been a wee bit stressful today, but a good walk in the sunny but very cold weather in central Ohio has done well for me. That always helps get me in a little bit brighter mood. I'm thinking I might go, I think I'm going to go all the way up into the top left corner like that. Okay. Now it seems a little bit off balance, so I want to add some, let me think about this. I want to add some embellishment to that. How about, I was thinking these. Anybody else have an idea? I do have more of this ribbon. So, what else do I have laying around here that might work? I think I'm probably going to stick with this. Stick with a bow, and maybe I'll still add some of the gilded gems. What do you think? Janelle, you like the card? I'm glad. Hi, Susan. Susan, since you're just joining us. Oh, Tammy, you jumped on too. Tammy Luttrell, nice to have you. And Janelle jumped on. Wonderful. And I hope that you will share this video, if not now, when it's over and everybody can see the completed project, I should say, just one today. Okay, so here's my bow. I'm using that glittered black organdy ribbon. It's got some sparkle and shimmer and shine. Great for Halloween. Great for any kind of classy, elegant occasion. It's a very fun ribbon, put it that way. Okay, I like that. I think I will still add a few of the gilded gems. This makes a great masculine card. For those of you that are joining late, I want to make sure you see that this card actually stands up. Okay, this is what it looks like from the side when it's standing. All right, but it does fold flat to the same standard size, 5.5 by 4 1/4 inches. And let's see, I think I'll do one up here. I'm using the small gilded gems. They are, we do have 3 sizes. It comes with 3 sizes. And actually maybe I'll use one of the medium size ones. Whoops. Near the bottom. Whoops. I am not doing so good right now. I think right there. Okay, so that's the front of that one. I will be mailing this out to one lucky winner. So if you are watching, make sure that you comment. And then this is how it stands up. Okay. Any questions about today's Fun Fold Friday card? What do you think? Is this something that you would try? I think it's one of those cards that looks wow, looks like it could be complicated, but with the dimensions and a little instruction and making one, you'll be able to whip these out in no time. I will also mention that if you feel like you want a little something here to make sure it stands up without folding out or going backwards or something, just put a little, put a little tiny little bow or you know what? I think I'm almost out. That's why I'm having trouble with this. Okay, just put a little embellishment there, or maybe another little sentiment that you pop up on dimensionals. Can you see that? Okay, that's just going to hold that in place when we put it up. All right, so it can sit on somebody's mantle or shelf, nightstand, something like that. Okay, I love this, and I hope that you do too. Like I said, I just came across this Fun Fold this morning by chance, so I changed my plans for today's Facebook Live and decided to do this. So I do hope you'll give this a chance. Give it a try. I take a photo, post it here so that we can all see your beautiful creation and your interpretation of this Fun Fold card. Sharon Van Winkle says she's going to make this design as a wedding card today. Awesome. I hope that you'll share it with us, Sharon. Janelle's going to try it. Awesome. Everybody, have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Friday. Do something good for yourselves, whether it be take a walk or binge watch a TV show or put on a movie and enjoy some popcorn tonight, or just have a nice phone call or conversation with a friend. Do something good for yourself today. And once again, you might want to take a look on my website at the list of designer series papers that are on sale, 15% off all month long. Happy Friday. Thanks for spending part of your day with me. I appreciate you so much. And please help me out by sharing this video with others. Bye-bye.